guys, welcome back to the Esther Effect. Today we had Dan Moeller visiting the school, and I was just thinking a lot about what he says. And I don't know if you ever heard Dan Moeller, but he talks about righteousness. He talks about my favorite things that he talks about that I really feel like I learned really well because I went through it. You don't know something until you live through it, until you experience it, then you truly know something. I don't need anything from anybody. I would just say, like, thank you, Father, for loving me. Thank you that you live inside me and all I have to do is shine for you. And that when I'm shining, I am actually living the purpose that you called me to live. All I have to do today is to be one with you, and I worship you. He talks about that over and over and over again. Do you actually get it? Is it actually something that you live out? Because, like I said, you can say you get it, but you don't actually get it until you've walked it out, and then you get it. This summer, I worked at a job. It wasn't actually very peaceful. I wasn't that great at the job to begin with, and I was learning a lot of things, and the place is very chaotic. And there's just loud music. People were upset. If you mess one thing up, then the customers get upset. And I feel like this is any food industry, but the customers get upset, your coworkers get upset because you're slowing things down, the managers get upset, the cooks get upset, everybody gets upset, and everybody's mad, and the customer, everybody. So I was learning the menu and I was learning all these things, and it was a very chaotic season in my life, and there were a lot of other things going on. I talked to one of my friends who listens to Dan Moeller frequently, and I spoke with him about this situation, that it was really intense for me. It was just a really hard season to be at rest. And at the school, I mean, we're taught, you know, you're always, not just at the school, but in life and in the Bible, you're taught, you know, you live from a place of peace, and He is your peace. I was like, I'm just not at a place of rest when I go to this place. It's so stressful, and if I get one thing wrong, everybody's mad. It's so intense and it's overwhelming. And he just spoke, which I know now is exactly Dan, but he just said, before you go into work, I want you to just put your hands up in the air and worship the Lord and say, Father, I thank you that you love me. I thank you that I've already been accepted in the beloved, that I don't have to perform for you, I don't have to perform for anyone else, that I don't owe anyone else anything but to love them. I don't have to do anything. I don't owe anyone anything. All I have to do is shine for you, to be one with you. I thank you, Father, that I am one with you. That all I have to do is shine Jesus for you. That if I mess up, it's not based on my performance, if I am a good person or not, that I'm not worthy if I didn't get an order right, or if I mess up and people are swearing at me because they don't know who they are. That doesn't change who I am because they don't know who they are, or because they believe something wrong about who I am. And I would go through these things. I would listen to, he actually sent me a voice message, and I would listen to that from the moment I left my house and got in my car to all the way to work. And I would just be like, thank you, Father, that I've already been accepted, that I'm not less than because I don't perform as a server the way that other people are able to serve. Just because I don't perform, or if I do or I don't, that doesn't determine my value. But in a world, but also in an environment, even going from an environment where that's just simply not the case, like LCU, to a world or an environment where everything is based off performance, we are able to discern the thoughts and the intentions of the people around us, because our discernment is up. Your discernment, you can discern the thoughts and the intentions of the people that you work with. And so I'm discerning all these things. It's based off performance and blah, blah, blah. And that's the thoughts, and that's how people are acting. So it's easy to get swirled up and caught up in that life, even though for the past year I've been only in this mindset of it's not about performance. It doesn't matter what I do or don't do. You still love me. We don't live by feelings. We live by the truth. And he said, when you begin to pray that prayer, Father, I thank you that I've already been accepted, that I'm one with you. Your faith gives the opportunity for God's grace to land on something. And so for me, I would say that every single day, literally, even now before I made this video, I just was saying it, and the atmosphere in my vehicle changed. And the Lord, I just feel like the Lord is asking you to say that whenever you get caught up in a mentality where it's based off performance. Simply saying those words, it became true. And I think often we need to remind ourselves, a lot of churches say this, but it's one thing to actually know it. It's a whole different ball game when you actually know it, and you know it in your heart, not in your mind. When you live it out, it will change. And the Lord will change it if you continue to say it and believe it in your heart. It will manifest and it will change in your heart. So I hope this encourages you. I love you guys so much. It's you're already won. You've already been accepted. Thank him for it. And it's done. And believe it. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Till next time.